Hello and welcome to the Platronics CES Counter-Strike Global Offensive show match. I'm Corey Don. I'll be joined by Jimmy Wisenhunt, my co-caster, with some post-game commentary. And of course, we'll be utilizing the new Gamecom 780s, which you can find out more information at gamecom.platronics.com/CES. And some of these professional gamers from the Counter-Strike 1.6 and the Counter-Strike Source and the North American scene have also been provided Gamecom 780s as well. So we'll be doing some listen-ins and hearing the in-game communication as well as how they utilize the sound to take advantage of certain situations. And so let's go ahead and get ready for our first matchup, which is going to be UMX facing off against 3D Max on DE Does. We'll be playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And also make sure you stay tuned because we'll be giving away new headsets from the Platronics Gamecom 780s as well as Counter-Strike Global Offensive beta keys. Hello and welcome to a matchup between 3D Max and UMX, or Ultimax Gaming. A match between a Counter-Strike Source and a Counter-Strike 1.6 team. Now let's go ahead and do a quick roster rundown while we get the knife round underway. We've got for 3D Max, we've got Steel, Monty, frozt, TCK, and Sunman. And then for UMX, we've got Steno, flowsicK, impsta, pauLy, and TRULS. As right now we're kind of already on board here with the UMX's TRULS. It's already going to be down to a 2, make that a 1-on-4, and this knife round decides who starts on what side first. As right there, TRULS picking up a lot of kills, one after the next, but in the end, 3D Max is going to be the team that is going to decide on what side they want to start on, and we'll move from here and see how things go. It looks like they're going to choose, 3D Max is going to choose the counter-terrorist side. DE Dust from Counter-Strike 1.6 and Counter-Strike Source were originally...
You guys rush lower. I'm going to go up for B, and I'm going to throw everything in B halls. You guys rush through the lower underpass.
For the most part, and one of the struggles that really teams have really tried to get around was there was only one entry point, or 2 entry points going, one through the underpass or through the tunnel to actually make something happen. They actually made a change in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. On the underpass, you can actually go from the underpass towards the catwalk over there by the tunnels. Let's go ahead and kick things off here in the first matchup here between 3D Max going up against Ultimax Gaming. As we're back over here on board with Ultimax Gaming, they're going to utilize that underpass that I was speaking about earlier ago, as flowsicK's got a deagle in hand, making his move back over here towards that catwalk. Spots one. A lot of gunfire going back and forth. flowsicK peeks out. Still going to connect her with that HE grenade. impsta doing a great job. Just an exchange. As right now it is going to be left up to down to a 2v2 here with frozt and Monty. Monty gets spotted. He's trying to utilize that P2000 and connects. There's going to be steno. As now it's going to be left up to impsta. impsta down to a 1v2. A minute left here on the round timer. As impsta's still wrapping around, he's been spotted, trying to draw in some action here, just kind of going back and forth. He's going to contest here, and he capitalizes there with that Glock. And now it's going to be down to a 1-on-1 as impsta's been able to pick up that P2000, and frozt, he's sitting on the other side of those double doors. 40 seconds left here in the round. As right now frozt starts to peek out there, making his move. impsta still trying to chase down that bomb, pick it up. He's still got 30 seconds left here in the round. As he's going to go ahead and start pushing through tunnels. He's taking no time, just completely running around. frozt utilizing the sound and taking advantage as he can hear him running across all the way into sight. frozt has yet to see him once. He peeks out with that P2000, almost connecting. As now he's got 10 seconds left here in the round. And impsta misses the bomb site. He went to the wrong bomb site. As now he's going to go ahead and get that bomb planted. And impsta, a Counter-Strike 1.6 player from Ultimax, to a matchup between 3D Max and UMX, or Ultimax Gaming. A match between a Counter-Strike Source and a Counter-Strike 1.6 team. Now let's go ahead and do a quick roster rundown while we get the knife round underway. We've got for 3D Max, we've got Steel, Monty, frozt, TCK, and Sunman. And then for UMX, we've got Steno, flowsicK, impsta, pauLy, and TRULS. As right now we're kind of already on board here with the UMX's TRULS. It's already going to be down to a 2, make that a 1-on-4, and this knife round decides who starts on what side first. As right there, TRULS picking up a lot of kills, one after the next, but in the end, 3D Max is going to be the team that is going to decide on what side they want to start on, and we'll move from here and see how things go. It looks like they're going to choose, 3D Max is going to choose the counter-terrorist side. DE Dust from Counter-Strike 1.6 and Counter-Strike Source were originally...
You guys rush lower. I'm going to go up for B, and I'm going to throw everything in B halls. You guys rush through the lower underpass.
For the most part, and one of the struggles that really teams are really trying to get around was there was only one entry point, or 2 entry points going, one through the underpass or through the tunnel to actually make something happen. They actually made a change in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. On the underpass, you can actually go from the underpass towards the catwalk over there by the tunnels. Let's go ahead and kick things off here in the first matchup here between 3D Max going up against Ultimax Gaming. As we're back over here on board with Ultimax Gaming, they're going to utilize that underpass that I was speaking about earlier ago, as flowsicK's got a deagle in hand, making his move back over here towards that catwalk. Spots one. A lot of gunfire going back and forth. flowsicK peeks out. Still going to connect her with that HE grenade. Impsta doing a great job. Just an exchange. As right now it is going to be left up to down to a 2v2 here with frozt and Monty. Monty gets spotted. He's trying to utilize that P2000 and connects. There's going to be steno. As now it's going to be left up to Impsta. Impsta down to a 1v2. A minute left here on the round timer. As Impsta's still wrapping around, he's been spotted, trying to draw in some action here, just kind of going back and forth. He's going to contest here, and he capitalizes there with that Glock. And now it's going to be down to a 1-on-1 as Impsta's been able to pick up that P2000, and frozt, he's sitting on the other side of those double doors. 40 seconds left here in the round. As right now frozt starts to peek out there, making his move. Impsta still trying to chase down that bomb, pick it up. He's still got 30 seconds left here in the round. As he's going to go ahead and start pushing through tunnels. He's taking no time, just completely running around. frozt utilizing the sound and taking advantage as he can hear him running across all the way into sight. frozt has yet to see him once. He peeks out with that P2000, almost connecting. As now he's got 10 seconds left here in the round. And Impsta misses the bomb site. He went to the wrong bomb site. As now he's going to go ahead and get that bomb planted. And Impsta, a Counter-Strike 1.6 player from Ultimax Gaming, who's done a great job in his past with some Counter-Strike 1.6 games. He's going to get shut down by the Counter-Strike Source player frozt there from 3D Max. And so 3D Max is going to pick up the first round here on the counter-terrorist side in this matchup between UMX and 3D Max. As we look back to that round, you can see the kills coming in. frozt picking up 2. Still TCK and Monty, or Montgomery, is all picked up 1. And one of the clutch players for UMX, the Counter-Strike 1.6 team, Impsta picking up 3. And flowsicK picking up 1. A very close round coming in there for Ultimax, trying to make things happen. So let's go ahead and kick things back off here on the terrorist side. As we got the bomb carrier, that's going to be Impsta. They're going to go directly, instead of hitting over there towards that underpass. Nice nade coming in as it causes a little bit of damage, and still connecting with that deagle. And then comes back around is going to be Sunman with that frag grenade. As all the action happens over there inside of that B bomb site, and Sunman and Steel shut things down. And so another round.
Trey, I want you getting a nade off into the stairwell. Delay like 2 seconds on your nade. I'm throwing it. I'm going to throw the same nade into tunnels. They got a plan out.
So some of the things to consider while watching this matchup here in Counter-Strike Global Offensive here throughout the beta is the variety of Molotov and the decoy, or a variety of the grenades that they can use. As right now we can see Sunman lofting out a decoy grenade, as he'll just kind of slow things down. Right now we've got Ultimax taking advantage of this region. TCK with a nice shot there with that M4, connecting with a headshot there into pauLy. As right now flowsicK's under a lot of gunfire, as he doesn't have much support through these boxes, but he spots one, still trying to give him a quick tap, and he's going to get shut down by Montgomery there with that grenade. And frozt with an oblong range, they're just getting picked off one by one. As we can see, frozt spots him. He's trying to connect there through that tunnel way. As we'll switch back over here to Impsta. Impsta's all by himself, down to a 1v5. Still trying to spam out. He's able to pick up their one with that AK headshot. Make that two as he's trying to carry this one over. Continues to spam. As now it's going to be down to a 1-on-3. And frozt never left his spot back over inside that B bomb site with that AWP. Picks up the last kill. As now the score is going to be 3-0 now. Here in favor of 3D Max as we take another look at the scoreboard. Impsta so far for Ultimax Gaming is the only one so far that's really been able to produce some kills. He's got 5 kills so far, and flowsicK still has that 1 kill from the first round there and from that pistol round. As I'll just go and see what's going to happen here, whether or not they're going to be on the buy. So far it looks like this is going to be a complete save coming in here for Ultimax Gaming. And for those of you that are not used to Counter-Strike and the way that the game works, it's completely based around a money system, and so they have to buy their guns each round if they haven't carried it over from the previous round. And right now we're back over here. We saw Steno, he's been able to pick up a kill there earlier, picks up this M4, has been able to pick up 2 more, and so now it's going to be down to a 3-on-1, but this time not in favor of 3D Max. It's left up to frozt. Frozt under a lot of gunfire, and he misses with that AWP. This is the chance as he connects through the door to headshot one of the other members. As now there goes pauLy headshotting frozt with that M4 that he picked up previously before. And that's a successful round coming in here for these Counter-Strike 1.6 gamers as Ultimax picks up their first round here on the board, as now the score is going to be 3-1. Still in favor of 3D Max, but something to also consider is that this is a very counter-terrorist sided map. Very heavily defensive map, especially just the way that the paths are fixed and all that stuff. One of the big issues, one of the helping things that come into play here is this underpass right here through that connector. And right now, nice shot coming in by impsta. Flick shot there into Montgomery. As now we've got pauLy who's doing work, and it looks like Sunman's on a deagle save. It's a complete deagle save coming in here for 3D Max. As it's going to be down to a 1-on-4, leaving it up to frozt. Frozt picks up 1 headshot, unable to carry that one over into TRULS as he picks up that AK and finishing off the round. Now the score is going to be 3-2 as they're narrowing down the lead here. If you're a Counter-Strike 1.6 gamer, something that you may not know is you don't have to buy ammo for these guns. So they're taking complete advantage of that. You can see how 3D Max, they decided to buy deagles this round. They're going for a complete deagle save. As this beta was released not too long ago, and so these teams, both of these teams have had a little bit of time to actually experience all of Counter-Strike Global Offensive and what the beta has to offer, and really getting used to the different recoils. But one thing they figured out already is that the HE grenade has a high explosive damage, and there's already been kills on the board just by utilizing that frag grenade. And frozt is able to overpower that AK-47 from Steno as TRULS answers back there into still, as it's going to be down to a 3-on-3, or make that a 3-on-2. As frozt wrapping back around, he's going to be completely blinded there by pauLy. As pauLy still working his way up here with that AK-47. Taking a look there, he's got his teammates. Let's go and switch back around. TRULS is back over there inside a CT spawn, trying to clear it out with that Glock 18. pauLy, who's got the bomb, wrapping back around. This time they know exactly where that B bomb site's at. And TRULS going to be able to pick up that last kill, make that impsta picking up the last kill there into frozt. That may have been a double kill coming in there for impsta. As right now, impsta 10-3 overall here for these Counter-Strike 1.6 gamers as they even the score up at 3. And again, we're here on DE Dusk, kicking off this this matchup between these two, seeing who's going to face off against the next matchup against Dynamic and back-to-back. As right now we're on board here with Ultimax Gaming's pauLy, and the Molotov from the counter-terror side have slowed things down, and the Molotov only lasts for about 7.5 seconds, giving it an aerial effect and kind of slowing things down, pushing out there as pauLy shooting at a ghost as he got blind, and this time he's going to back up and getting caught with a grenade in his hand. That's going to be a smoke grenade. He's going to go ahead and fall back here towards his teammates. He is the bomb carrier for his team. Let's go ahead and switch back around, as right now it's going to be down to a 3-on-3. as pauLy picks up one there. He's going to be completely blind now. Still pushing up. Here with that AWP is going to be impsta. He's got his teammate behind him over there towards that catwalk, wrapping back around. A lot of confrontation there inside of that CT spawn area as impsta is missing these shots. They're trying to take complete advantage, and Montgomery picks up one, and frozt finishing off the round there into impsta. impsta tried to make a move there to help out his team, a little redemption kill, but he gets picked off there at the end. And now, after that gun round, it is now 4-3 here in favor of 3D Max, as ultimax did a great job coming back from a 3-0 deficit to even it back up at 3. But 3D Max finally figures out a way and has enough money to buy guns for the 7th round and picks it up. As now we move on to the 8th round here on DE Dust. Switching back on here, we're back over here now with frozt, and one of the things, if you're kind of wondering, another little addition that they've added in Counter-Strike Global Offensive is on the scope, while you're moving around, it has this little blurring effect. So it's not your vision that's going out on you, it's just how the scope works there on that AWP while you're moving around. And frozt missed 2 huge op shots as he has his teammate right there. That's Still. Let's go and switch over to Still, who's pushing up. He's got him right there around the corner, able to pick up another one there into impsta. Now it's going to be down to a 1-on-2 Still so far, coming up big as he finally gets shut down. He picked up 3 kills in that round, but TRULS at the end finishes things off, as now the score is going to be all tied up at 4 here on Dust. As we take another look here at the scoreboard, here for 3D Max, we've got frozt, who's sitting at 9-4, Still at 8-6, Monty at 6-6, TCK at 4-5, and Sunman, who's had a long past in all of Counter-Strike, from playing Counter-Strike 1.6 for a top-tier professional team, then over to Counter-Strike Source, who's currently sitting at 3-7, and for Ultimax Gaming, we'll hop back into that here after the end of this round. Again, as it's all tied up at 4 here on Dust. First one to 15. If you're new to Counter-Strike, you want to know how this game works. You play 15 rounds, and you switch sides, and then you play another 15. As the first team to 16 rounds wins. And this is a best-of-3 series. The first map, is, as you can tell, is on DE Dust. We'll follow that one up with DE Dust 2, and if need be, we'll go to Dust yet again, because that is the limitations of this Counter-Strike Global Offensive, because we are in a beta. As right now we hop back into the action, as it's already been down to a 4v4. And Steno under a lot of gunfire, still doing a great job picking up 1, 2, and then follows that up with a 3rd with that P2000. And he just distributing out damage like it's nothing, as now the score is going to be 5-4 here in favor of 3D Max. As like I mentioned, we'll go ahead and wrap things down here with the Ultimax Gaming. They're sitting at 13-6. That's impsta. Then pauLy sitting at 7-6. TRULS sitting at 5-6. flowsicK at 3-8. And steno at 1-9. As we hop back into the action, let's go ahead and switch over and see what happened there inside of the spawn. Looks like steno is going to have to buy a deagle for this round, but it is going to be a buy round coming in here for Ultimax Gaming. Still pushing in here through the tunnels. One of the things you got to utilize is your sound quality here in this game. You can take complete advantage of that surround sound as they try to push here towards this bomb site. They can hear exactly where those footsteps are coming from as they push inside the site. He's going to try to spam through, but frozt able to pick up that kill with that AWP, and it's just been an op warfare as they've picked up 3 kills so far with the sniper rifle, and it's just been an exchange there at the latter part of the round there inside of those tunnels, just doing a lot of damage. 3D Max having a lot of control, and basically Ultimax Gaming running into a brick wall right there inside of those B tunnels. 6-4 is the score here in favor of 3D Max, as they finally figured out a way after they've picked up some of those gun rounds and started to make things happen here. As we take another look just to see exactly what type of guns we're working here with UMX. Let's go ahead and hop back into the game here, as we're all back over here on board with flowsicK. This Molotov has been so effective, slowing down the penetration coming in from Ultimax Gaming, as they could probably just push through those tunnels, still picking up 1. A lot of action happening over there on the other side. As now Now we're back over here with TRULS from Ultimax Gaming, pushing back around. He's going to go and fall back now as his teammates starting to push around here inside and towards this A bomb site. Still picking up one there with that AK-47, and flowsicK still trying to chase him down with that deagle. He's going to get shut down by frozt, as now it's going to be left up to TRULS, who's down to this 1-on-4. He's got one over there towards that sniper rifle, that sniper's nest that he has to worry about. Let's go and switch back over. As you can see, he's pushing up there. TRULS missing that shot. And now another teammate's pushing it in here for 3D Max. And he's going to connect with the highly explosive, that HE grenade, to finish off the round. Again, a bunch of kills coming in for still currently sitting at 14-6. frozt at 15-4. Still completely utilizing the rifles, the AK-47 in that M4, as frozt is completely doing work there with that op, sitting at 15-4. So this Counter-Strike Source team doing a great job on the counter-terrorist side. Of course, this is a highly defensive sided map here on DE Dust, but currently scores 7-4 in favor of 3D Max as we switch back over here towards the offensive side. Same little Molotov as we've seen previously before, as they're starting to work over here towards this catwalk, trying to make something happen here. frozt, again, just holding down his zone. He's became extremely effective. Misses with that off shot, as now impsta again answers back there into Sunman. As we switch back around, see if we can find one of these teammates. Steno starting to push up there. And see if they can pull something out here. As impsta misses that off shot. Steno just kind of holding his own. frozt going to be able to pick off impsta. And again, frozt just continues as we switch back over here to frozt. frozt just scoping down on the tunnels. He spots him, and this time Steno gets the better hand on this one as he exchange of kills with the op. Going back and forth as now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. And Steno gets shut down there by Still as pauLy wrapping back around through that ace bomb site. He's going to get shot through the wall. He's down to roughly about 60% HP, and as he spots one, knocking Still down, as now it's going to be down, left up to this 1-on-3. See if pauLy can come out. This great Counter-Strike 1.6 gamer going up against 3 Counter-Strike Source gamers. Both of these teams have proven themselves throughout the world, from ESWCs, as well as various other tournaments. And let's see if Ultimax Gaming is trying to make something happen, and they will not be able to get the bomb down. So something else to consider is the round time, and that kind of got lost in the whole perspective of things as Ultimax Gaming gives up another round. As now the score is going to be 8-4, 4-round deficit here in favor of 3D Max. Let's go. And this time it looks like they're going to kind of have a little bit of a change of pace here for Ultimax Gaming. They're all going under towards that underpass as we take another look here. Switching back into the game cam. impsta struggling to get around, tossing out that flashbang. And they're still pushing up, Still picking up one. He's going to get shut down there by TRULS. They're still trying to push over here towards that sniper's nest. There's going to be some confrontation coming up here shortly. Let's go and switch over to Montgomery. He's going to be completely blind. Great flashbang coming in there. And Sunman and TCK helping out their teammates as they picked up some great kills there. Let's go and switch back over here to the last man standing. That's going to be pauLy yet again. Previous round, he let the round timer get to him. This time, he's having to battle out in a 1 versus 4. As right now, the bomb is down over there towards that underpass ramp towards the CT spawn. He's still pushing up. He's got one member to worry about right here, right around the corner. See if he takes a look there. He's been spotted. He must have just clipped out just a little bit. As now they know exactly where he's at. They're going to start to sandwich down on this region right here. Either way, he's going to be spotted here in just a moment. He's going to get picked off there by frozt. frozt was scoped in, as well as probably Sunman. This I have probably no hope coming in there for pauLy at the latter part of the round. Right now, the score is going to be 9-4. This is a very defensive-sided map, but still, the possibilities are endless for either one of these teams, as they're both professional players in their own right, with 3D Max being a professional team for Counter-Strike Source and Ultimax Gaming being a Counter-Strike 1.6 professional team. They actually live in a gaming house. That shows how much time that they spend together. All 5 of their members live in the same gaming house. They spend a lot of time working together and coordinating things out. So let's go ahead and see how this one ends up. The Molotov doing a lot of damage right there, causing, as they're continuing to push up in there, just a bunch of exchange of kills. Impsta picking up 1, TRULS picking up 2 so far, as we're back over here on board with Ultimax Gaming's TRULS. Steno doing a great job picking up 1 there with that AK. Now it's going to be down to a 1-on-2. They played highly aggressive, and they're doing a great job picking up this round. As now we're switched back over here towards the counter-terror side. Almost a double kill. Misses with that op shot. As now it's going to be down to a 1-on-1, and TRULS comes out on top, picking up 3 kills in the round. TRULS answering back from those rounds that they lost previously before finally putting something up on the board, as now the score is going to be 9-5 here in favor of the counter-terror side. That's 3D Max. And again, this is they play 15 rounds on the side that they're on, then they switch sides, and they play another 1 to 15, but it is the first 1 to 16 rounds, as right now the score is 9-5, a 4-round lead here for 3D Max. As we see what happens here on the terror side with Ultimax Gaming. TRULS did a great job with this AWP. He misses once, tries to go again. That second take is good, as now it's going to be down to a 4v4. Let's go and switch back over. You can see frozt. He's just taking advantage of the smoke. I'm just going to shoot through it all day. This AWP has a lot of power, making things happen. Still has not been able to connect there with an AWP shot. He's trying to shoot from afar. Let's go ahead and switch back into the action here. As again, remember, he's way back over there in that own spawn. Impsta picking up 1 there. It's going to be down to a 2-on-3 here with TRULS as well as his teammate. That's going to be Impsta. Impsta's going to get it'd be the last one alive as TRULS. Nice headshot coming in from Impsta, coming out of nowhere, shutting down Sunman. As now it's going to be down to a 1 versus 2 here in this final round here in the first half. Let's see what happens here. He's wrapping back around. Bomb's going to be down over there towards that catwalk. It is being covered currently here by Montgomery, but he turns his back completely to his the opposition. They pick up the round. First half score is going to be 10-5. They're in favor of 3D Max. They're over Ultimax Gaming. So again, like I had mentioned before, we start on one side on one half, and then we play 15 rounds, and we switch sides. So right now the score is 10-5 in favor of 3D Max. As we go ahead and see, they've already got their pistol rounds set up. They've got a bunch of people moving over there towards the underpass. And Sunman, who bought a deagle, has already picked up 1 kill there, and TRULS going long range. That deagle has so much power in it. If you're a gunman at home, you know how much it's got a 50 caliber bullet inside of that Desert Eagle. And right there, Sunman missing so far. They've been able to take out 2 down. Sunman picking up his 2nd frag in the round. He's trying to make it 3, but pauLy comes out of nowhere, shuts the door, and picks up 2 with that deagle. And the P2000 coming in. Thereby still finishing off the round, as now the score is going to be 11-5 as 3D Max picks up the pistol round. This is a best of 3 series here, as we first map is going to be, of course, here on DE Dust. It will be followed up by DE Dust 2, and then finishing things off, if we need to, on Dust. Again, due to the limitations of the current Counter-Strike Global Offensive, there are only so few maps to work with here in this closed beta. As right there, Impsta picking up 2 huge kills as we switch over his POV. And now it's going to be down to a 5-on-1. pauLy going to work on the other side. Let's go ahead and switch over here to the last man standing. That's going to be TCK. He's got an AK-47 in hand, as he's just trying to stay alive here, but he's about to get put into a really, really, really tough situation, as multiple of them coming down, and flowsicK connects with his own deagle headshot to finish off the round. 6-11 is now the score, but let's go back to that one. Impsta picking up 2 huge kills there inside of the tunnels, and then pauLy answers back with 2 of his own. It just shows how powerful that Desert Eagle truly is in Counter-Strike Global Offensive throughout this whole beta process. So let's go ahead and flip back over here to the offensive side here with 3D Max. As looks like this time they're going to change their pace up a little bit. They're slowed down. They're kind of worried about that deagle from impsta, but they have gone for a full deagle eco here coming in this third round here on the second half, as they finally had a clear opening. But here comes TCK picking up one. He's going to get shut down. flowsicK picking up two. Still wrapping back around. Just a great exchange of frags going back and forth between the two. As right now pauLy trying to tap away here with that AK-47. And he's still just going to utilize this wall, see how long he can stay alive here. As right now we'll switch back over here to TRULS, who's playing a little bit more closer on this battle. And pauLy picks up and takes off Sunman there inside of the tunnels. As that's going to finish that round off, as now the score is 7-11 here in favor of 3D Max. They've done a great job. Let's go ahead and take another look here at the scoreboard. 21-8 overall throughout the whole matchup here for frozt. 18-12 there for Still. But on the other side, the Counter-Strike 1.6 gamers with Ultimax Gaming, one sitting at 20-13, pauLy sitting at 15-12. As right now you can see they've got a deagle save coming in here for 3D Max. And a nice shot there coming in by TRULS there with that AWP. A lot of action. You can see pauLy starting to get a little bit aggressive here. TCK opening things up. That's going to pull pauLy away as flowsicK goes down. He's going to fall back over here. One person working under towards that underpass. He may get picked off from the backside. And Steno doing a great job peeking out at the right time. Here comes wrapping back around. Here comes pauLy. pauLy spamming away with the AK. Connects there, is trying to do the same. Just tapping away that recoil, getting the best of him, but finally picks off Monty in the end. As now it's going to be left up to Sunman. Sunman down to a 1v3. Let's see if he can kind of hold his own here. He's down to almost a pixel of health, as he's completely in the red, and that's going to be an overkill coming in from pauLy, as pauLy finishes off the round. And he picked up again that right there, that message said it all. 3 headshots in that previous round, as right now the score is 8-11. And so far the real focus has to be on how 3D Max has not bought a single gun round so far. And this go around looks like they're going completely all out. We've got some AK-47s. I saw an AWP involved there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look there throughout the whole process. We got AK. We got an op coming in there from frozt, who's heading up there towards the underpass. And his teammate is also down there with him as well. I believe he's got an AK. So we got 4 AK-47s and an AWP coming in here. Let's go ahead and take a look, see if they can get something started here. Pushing up. Got a lot of action happening here inside the tunnels. A lot of smoke going down. They're just kind of going back and forth, rotating back around. Steno is going to get taken out there by Still through that exchange right there inside of the A double doors. frozt picking off one as well with that AWP from the underpass. Here we're back over here with Sunman. Sunman just tapping away as he spots one in the backside of that side. He's under a lot of gunfire. Trying to take a look. That was impsta. As impsta goes down, let's go and flip back over here to pauLy. pauLy now down to a 1v3, as he's under some gunfire there from frozt, pushing back through the tunnels over here towards that A bomb site. And they're under a lot of health there. They're hurting completely, but Sunman finds a way to stay alive and picks up that last kill. Great gun round coming in there for 3D Max, as now the score is going to be 12-8 overall here in favor of 3D Max here over Ultimax Gaming. This is a Counter-Strike Source team versus a Counter-Strike 1.6 team. And so far, the Counter-Strike Source team is taking the better side of this whole situation, as they lead this matchup right now by 4 rounds. Starting things off back over here with impsta. impsta, who's utilized that M4, picks up a headshot. And Still, just such a great rifle on Still, as he's picked up one kill with that AK-47. And right now pauLy picking up 2 there with that M4. And pauLy continues. He's going to be the first to watch for the next round. We're going to switch back over to pauLy and see what he's been doing so far. But let's back her now. It's going to be down to a 1-on-4. frozt with this AWP. This Arctic Warfare Magnum. And he's going to get picked up here by impsta from the M4. Finishing off the round again, pauLy picking up 3 frags in the round. He's sitting at 23 and 13 overall. Steno's struggling there a little bit, but overall, each one of them starting to get adjusted to the recoil of these weapons. But right now the score is 9-12 here on Dust. Looks like it's going to be another save route coming in here. They're going to go ahead and push through. That's a horrible Molotov grenade as pauLy. pauLy was a perfect Molotov grenade. I thought it came from the other side as they kind of exchanged back and forth. And they're under a lot of gunfire. Headshot coming in from both TCK. Make that 3 headshots. They're from 3D Max. Missing with the off shot. He is down to pixel health here as he pushes in. He's going to loft in a decoy grenade. Let's see if that makes any impact at all. It's down to this one-on-one. flowsicK right there on the other side of the corner. Taking a look. He's still pushing inside this bomb site. That's going to be TCK from 3D Max. Still wrapping back around. Headshot again from TCK. That's his 3rd kill coming in to that round. Just shutting things down. TCK.
Here we go underpass with that up. Everyone else get a gun. We're going straight through A.
And they pick it up. TCK coming up big. Switching from that deagle, picking up 2 headshots, picking up that AWP, and finishing off the round 13-9, 4-round lead here in favor of 3D Max. And again, it's the first 1 to 16 here on this first map out of this best of 3 series. As like I mentioned before, we're going to start over on board here with pauLy. pauLy picking up 1. Let's see if he can carry this one over. Connects there with a headshot there into Monty. As now it's going to be wrapping back around. impsta unloads a clip and finally finishes off TCK. He must not have realized that he picked him up. As he finally takes a look there, takes a glance at that kill feed and realizes that was the kill there that he needed. And now, what? frozt with a nice op shot, reflex, switches to that op, quick switch. He QQs and finally picks up the kill, but gets shut down in the end. They've got a 3-round lead still. Ultimax Gaming, they're still chasing down 3D Max and trying to stay in this matchup here on DE Dust. As let's go ahead and switch back over here. You can see they've got the full gun set that they need. frozt is going to stick to this default. They've got frozt who goes towards the underpass, and they've got 4 who head in towards the tunnels. And right now it looks like they're not playing extremely aggressive like they have been. They've been getting picked off pretty quickly as they go through the tunnel. They really haven't been utilizing that underpass as much. As flowsicK takes down frozt over there towards that underpass, that's going to be a big kill because frozt comes in to be a factor in the latter part of the rounds. As they're still pushing in, flowsicK picking up another off shot. Let's go ahead and switch over here to flowsicK and take a look here. You can see he's going to finally get shut down there by Sunman. As Sunman wrapped over the round, down through the underpass, and picked him off. As now we switch back over here to TRULS and take a look and see what he's got going on here so far. TRULS taking a look here, he's pushing up. He's got the bomb carrier pushing him through the tunnels, just on the other side. He's really close. We got a couple pushing over here through the tunnels, and TRULS going to give up that location. He's out in the open now, needs to make a shot here. As we switch back over here to his teammate. That's impsta who's taking a look there. He's just on the other side of the box is the bomb carrier. Bomb carrier is going to get shut down there. That's TCK. As now it's going to be down to a 2-on-3. Bomb has been picked up. impsta now backing up here inside of the site as he let one go by. And TRULS doing a great job. Now the bomb is back over in the hands of Sunman. Sunman spraying away and just haloing across, and they pick up that last kill in the round, and now the score is going to be 11-13, a 2-round lead here in favor of 3D Max, and UMX doing a great job narrowing that lead from the beginning. They started off on the tougher side, on the terror side, on that offensive side, and finally they're starting to do work here on this defensive side. They're only 2 rounds away from evening this one back up and 5 rounds away from taking this matchup. And it looks like right now this is a save round coming in here, but save rounds in this game mean nothing because the pistols are so effective as frozt and Sunman do work there with that both deagle headshots As we switch back around, TRULS unleashing the AK-47 and still not able to finish off a kill there. Finally picking up 2 with the AK. Both headshots as he finds a pair. As now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2 here with frozt and his teammate TCK. As frozt under some gunfire, he's down to just a sliver of health in this 1v2. As we take a look there, that's impsta who's pushing back around, spots him. All he has to do is just spray and pick him off, but there goes frozt. Frozt just trying to make his move away from that area. But if he made enough noise, TRULS heard him. As there goes TRULS. TRULS pushing. He's just above him right now. As he just took a look, as you can see, frozt just passed underneath him on that underpass. That leaves the opening. The timing was so perfect. Imps shoots his own, or TRULS shoots his own teammate. As right now, frozt slides by, uncontested so far, and then finally TRULS peeks out. frozt had so much daylight to work with there, but the clouds came hovering in and finished off the round. As now the score is going to be 13-12. frozt had the chance to wrap through. He could have gone straight into his own spawn, or into CT spawn, to get the bomb planted inside of that B bomb site, but he got extremely gutsy and trying to go a different path. As right now, again, 1 round away from tying this one back up here with Ultimax and 3D Max. So we take a look here. Back over here on board here with Ultimax Gaming here with Steno. Steno usually just kind of holding back, waiting for somebody to push there through the underpass or over by the catwalk area. Still kind of wrapping back around. We go and switch back over here with 3D Max. Still just kind of looking around, kind of getting a grasp of where everyone's at. frozt pushing in. He switched from that sniper rifle to the AK-47. Still nice shot there. He's going to get shut down, though, by flowsicK. Still wrapping back around. Sunman connects there into flowsicK. TCK back into pauLy. As now they're chasing him down. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This is Steno. Steno spraying away. Oh, my goodness. Kids at home, cover your eyes. I don't want you to see this. As now it's going to be down to a 1-on-3. Wow. Steno all over the place. As now the score is going to be 14-12. That right there shows how significant the difference is between Counter-Strike 1.6 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive in the recoil and how it sprays, especially with the M4. Wow. That right there just leaves Steno speechless in a sense where he doesn't even leave his own spawn. I'm just going to allow the time for those of you to take a look at the scoreboard. Let's go ahead and hop back into the action. TRULS picking up that first op headshot there into steel. As now it's going to be down to a 4-on-5. UMX needs this round to make sure that it doesn't get pushed into an overtime. pauLy, nice headshot there with the M4 into frozt as they're still pushing up here. We're back over here on board with flowsicK. flowsicK pushes through, picks up 1. pauLy connects with a shot of his own. As now they're just going to go and fall back. It's going to be left up to believe Sunman. Sunman is going to get taken down there by flowsicK. And another round coming in here for Ultimax Gaming as they just play aggressive. I think if they play a little bit more extreme, a little bit more aggressive, and have a little bit more of a rush tactic, they can probably pick up a lot more rounds on these guys. As let's go ahead and take a look. This is 3D Max. They're going for the win here on this round as they've got some, well, Sunman stuck with a deagle this round. It looks like Still's got a deagle as well. I'll take that back. Then they're on it, just kind of a semi-buy coming in here for 3D Max. They're kind of buying what they can so they can buy for the next round too. They're trying to get a pick here. Still working their way up. Well, we got some AK-47s in hand. That's 2 of them. Still pushing in, about to start up. It looks like they're now getting down to the nitty-gritty on trying to come up with some real strats there. frozt connecting there with that shot there into Steno. Pushing in. That's going to be pushed in by flowsicK. He walked in blindly and got picked off. As now it's going to be down to a 2-on-3, and a nice little exchange between the two. It's going to be left up to TRULS. It's going to be down to a 1-on-1 as we switch back over here. We got frozt, who's the opper here. It's an op versus op. As right now they're both sitting at the same amount of health. As TRULS wrapping back around, frozt has the bomb. TRULS going back over there inside of the spawn, checking to make sure that B bomb site is clear. frozt pushing back in. 25 seconds left here in the round. frozt going to be wrapping back around, as it looks like TRULS is peeking out at the wrong time. TRULS giving up his backside. Is out in the open, but frozt missed that shot. He's going to go back inside the tunnels. We're back over here with UMX TRULS. TRULS pushing back out. Connects in and ties this one back up. 14-14. Counter-Strike 1.6 team Ultimax Gaming versus 3D Max, the Counter-Strike Source team. We're all tied up right here at 14 here on DE Dust in this first map of this best of 3 series, as they completely do a complete 180 to come back to even this game back up here with 3D Max. And look at this, 3D Max is in a tough money situation as they've got Deagles in hand. Again, I mentioned before on how effective the Deagles really are, as right now steno is still just having a tough time. This Counter-Strike 1.6 game are having a tough time. flowsicK picking up one. pauLy back over there into Sunman. And this goes back to an old school tactic what 3D Max is using, hanging outside of the terrorist side region of the palace or the tunnels, and finally gradually start to move up. frozt, who's found home underneath that underpass. And nice find, steno picking off frozt, and steno getting dropped there by TCK. It's going to be down to a 2-on-2. TRULS pushing up. He's going to get a headshot there by Montgomery. Nice shot, as now it's going to be left up to impsta. impsta down to a 1-on-2. Wrapping back inside the site, and Montgomery shuts him down from the sniper's nest. As now the score is going to be 15-14. Game point coming in here for 3D Max. And again, that previous round was a Deagle save round. So for those kids out there that are taking note at home, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive in its current version, just buy a Deagle and you're set. As we take a look, let's go ahead and switch over here towards the counter-terrorist side here with Ultimax. It looks like they're going to be on a Deagle save as well. So they must have been completely bought. They were going for the win now, as flowsicK is boosted up out into the open. Completely disagree with this whole situation, as steno gets picked off there with that AWP. And right now you've got TRULS, who's trying to find a nice little location to work with here. Nice little spot up he can slide down on. They've got two heading down there towards that underpass. TRULS wrapping back around. A lot of action happening over here. Sunman picking up one with that AK. As right now impsta pushing in. He's trying to flank around from the backside. Headshot there into one and spams away. Takes down another. He's now close range there to Monty, and Monty shuts him down. As now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. flowsicK staying alive, just out of reach of that Molotov. TRULS evening things back up, down to a 2-on-2. And Sunman picking off flowsicK. Now it's going to be down to a 2-on-1. All left up to TRULS. Let's go and switch back over. You can see this is on the board here with frozt. frozt taking a look over there towards those double doors. As Sunman starting to push up, and frozt connects there with that AWP. 16-14 is going to be the first map. 3D Max, the Counter-Strike Source team, takes it over the Counter-Strike 1.6 team, Ultimax Gaming, and that's going to push us off into DE Dust 2. And so the first map goes to 3D Max, 16-14 over Ultimax Gaming. As again, 3D Max, they started off strong in the beginning of the game, putting a lot of pressure on the Counter-Strike 1.6 team. UMX started to battle back. It was tied up at 14, but in the end, 3D Max takes the matchup. They're on DE Dust, 16-14. 3D Max, they took the time to listen inside the game and hear the footsteps and knowing exactly where to be at the right place at the right time, positioning themselves in the perfect situation at the same time while communicating at a higher level to knowing exactly where to be. And of course, you want your opportunities where these new Gamecom 780s, or even have the opportunity to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Make sure you check out the chat for your possibility to see how to win these, and you'll be able to get the beta code and also entry instructions of how to do it. So let's go ahead and get underway with the next matchup here on DE Dust 2 as 3D Max leads this series 1-0 here over UMX. So 3D Max leads this series here over the Counter-Strike 1.6 team, Ultimax, as we're going to do another knife round to kick things off here on this second map to decide who chooses what side. As right now TCK already starting things off, picking up one. As you can hear in your headphone or you can tell that we've got some audio heading over there towards the right side. You can hear the decoy grenade that was being tossed off, and it looks like 3D Max is going to go ahead and pick up this knife round. And they'll stay on the counter-terrorist side, and we'll be ready to go here in just a moment to start this second map of this best-of-3 series. 3D Max took the first match 16-14. So Counter-Strike Source 1, Counter-Strike 1.6 0 as of right now here in the series between these two, as we're about to get back underway here on DE Dust 2. This map has been made first in Counter-Strike 1.6, and through the process there it has been played several times over, been played millions of times competitively there in Counter-Strike 1.6 worldwide, and then in Counter-Strike Source it was redone, had some changes. The double doors inside of the bomb site was flip-flopped. The barrels were implemented where they could roll around, and this time now we have a new version here with Counter-Strike Global Offensive as we're underway now with Steno. Tries to kick things off here with the deagle. He's going to get shut down there by Sunman from that frag grenade, and Sunman pushes in, picking up another kill as we switch back over to Sunman. Sunman over here inside of the tunnels. He's got that P2000. And he almost connects. He puts a lot of shots there downrange, and he's trying to pick up another one. That's his third kill of the round. He's picked up a 3-piece so far, and a jumping headshot there by impsta. He picks off one and gets shut down at the same exact time, and flowsicK, it gets picked off there in the latter part of the round. And 3D Max, they continue their rampage from that first game, as now the score is 1-0 after they pick up the pistol round. It looks like they're going straight for it, as 3D Max's very own TCK has decided to buy an M4 here in this round. As right now it looks like we've got flowsicK who's setting up, and Sunman connects with that highly explosive grenade. He's going to continue with that rampage from the previous round, just doing a great job, just controlling things. As again, Sunman still holding on to that counter-terrorist pistol here with that that P2000. And another headshot coming in. He's picked up 3 that round, and finally pauLy ends that kill streak. And Montgomery finishing things off there with that M4. Another round coming in here for 3D Max. Score now 2-0. Sunman just lofting the grenade, perfectly positioned inside of that room. It just again goes to show you how effective your grenades are and how effective the pistols are. And just be on the lookout if you're wanting to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive and you want to be like one of the pros. Try to figure out a way to utilize the pistols and get used to them, because right now they are highly effective. As right now we're back over now with flowsicK. flowsicK over there towards the lower B tunnels. Got another person on the other side of those double doors inside of mid. As still kind of pushing back around. flowsicK watching down here towards his bottom range. Let's go ahead and switch back over here towards this other side. Steel picks up one. Trying to come back around. He's spamming away. Trying to pick up his second kill, make that two. There's his third, finishing off the round as now the score is 3-0. As they pushed up Catwalk. Catwalk was completely open. They left it completely clear, and they just got shut down there by Steel. As right now, again, 3D Max leads this series, this best-of-3 series, 1-0 overall, and they've already started off to a 3-round lead. But that's similar to what happened on DE Dust. They kicked things off with a 3-round lead, and then they lost the next 3 rounds. But this round, this go-around, it looks a little bit different as TCK picks up one, and there goes TCK running in with that nitride to slice and dice his way to victory. But finally, frozt picks up another kill to finish off the round, as now the score is going to be 4-0 now. Here in favor of 3D Max. See if they can continue this train and see how far they can go with this one. See if they can go to the distance. As right now, though, we're going to see a change of pace here from Ultimax as they've got guns in hand. And flowsicK going to go ahead and start things off, pushing inside of the tunnels, going down towards that lower B. Let's go and switch back over here towards the other side. As right now we've got currently a 2-2 split over here towards that A-bomb site. Got 2 guys working over there towards the Catwalk, and 2 down towards long A. Bomb being carried there towards Catwalk. Got a split going on. TCK connecting with that headshot there with the M4. AK headshot coming in, just spraying away as pauLy finally picks up one. Great shot by flowsicK. Just kind of holding inside of the little crevice of the wall and stays alive there. Here comes a flashbang, still pushing out there towards that site. And again, it's going to be down to a 2-on-3. And impsta taking down Monty. And there goes TCK back into impsta. Now it's going to be left up to flowsicK. And flowsicK was unable to plant the bomb. He's struggling to get that bomb down. As finally the bomb gets planted, he was pulling a little early from it. Not used to the amount of time it takes to plant the bomb. You kind of begin to gain that muscle memory when you're planting a bomb. In this game, it takes just a smidge longer. Not because of the time it takes to plant it, but the animation to pull away. But now it's going to be down to a 1-on-1. The physics are out of this one. Now let's focus on the actual gameplay as he goes straight for the defuse, smoking things up, pushing inside the site. He's got 1 second left on that defuse. He picks up the defuse, and pushing in is going to be flowsicK. And another round comes in for 3D Max as they just push straight into the bomb site and get that defuse. But something to consider for those of you that are new to Counter-Strike Global Offensive but used to the Counter-Strike scene. In this game, you still have to buy your weapons. You're still built around a money system. But in this game, the defuse kit is actually given to 2 different members on the counter-terrorist side. And they're allowed to sit there, and if they get picked off, of course, the defuse kit gets dropped on the ground. So again, it's only 2 kits, and you have to effectively utilize them. As right now you can see one of the members here for 3D Max has one over there towards the long A side. And one over there inside of mid. As right now they've got 2 guys pushing up there towards the Catwalk. They're leaving that A-bomb site completely open as still shuts down flowsicK. And they've decided to go ahead and go for completely on the flank here. Let's go and see. Falling back over here with Steno. Steno watching back over here towards that Catwalk. Missing with the AK. Continues to spray. He's going to get shut down there by Still. He just hasn't figured out that recoil yet. And now we'll go back around. Here goes TRULS. TRULS picking up one with that op, taking down Monty. As here comes TCK. TCK sprays away there on top of that side of the A-bomb site. And now he's going to go and fall back. Sunman coming up there towards the long A. Picked up one. Bomb still taken away here. TRULS picking off frozt. That op versus op battle's gone back and forth. Here comes TRULS. TRULS down to a 1v2. Bomb taken away. Sunman jumps in. Connects there with that AWP. And this round looks like it's going to go to the terrorist side instead of the counter-terrorist side. It relates back to what I was talking about earlier. this game distributes out the defuse kit. Those kits are given to 2 individuals. In previous games, you're actually allowed to buy yourself a defuse kit. In this game, you actually are given the defuse kit, and that previous round was the reason why Ultimax picked up the round, is because I would assume that the counter-terrorists would have bought themselves a kit in that round, especially because they've won 5 rounds consecutively. They would have had the income to do so. But on how the new distribution system works, it was given there to just 2 individuals, and neither one of those 2 were alive at the end part of that round. So scores 5-1 after a long story about why they won that round. But now we've got 3 guys pushing over here towards that long A. Let's go and take a look here and see over here who is over there towards that A side. That's going to be Sunman. Sunman pushing out. Let's see if he can get a shot to connect there. He's going back and forth, peeking out. Sunman's already spotted him. He knows he's there. And he's still continuing to work out there. And he misses the shot. And TRULS connects back out there onto Sunman. And Sunman's been getting the advantage of most of the time. Here comes pauLy there, and back over to Monty. pauLy connects there into Steel. They've opened up that A bomb site. Steno picking up a kill as well. They're trying to go in with a clean sweep. And there goes flowsicK controlling the recoil. And they pick up their 2nd round, as now the score is going to be 5-2 here in favor of 3D Max. You know, it's a big thing that comes into play from that 6th round, whenever they had a 5-0 lead, and they had the round. They completely had the round, but they didn't have a defuse kit. And that right there is such a huge impact on the game whenever it comes down into the end. So one of the things that you're going to have to consider, if you're a competitor, if you want to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive, just take in consideration that when you're in a situation and one of your teammates is down, the defuse is actually located on your radar, so you might want to make a stop to go get that defuse kit along the way. As right now, looks like that A-bomb site is open as Sunman's trying to push his way up. He's playing aggressive now. He connects there into pauLy. That deagle is just ridiculous as he picks up that kill. Just a body shot. As now he falls back over there inside of the A-bomb site. And watching from afar there as they continue to push over here towards this, towards the middle region. They've got one person up on top of Catwalk. Bomb carrier is actually heading over there towards that B bomb site. So TRULS is right here. He's, I believe, inside of the B bomb site. He's actually inside a CT spawn. Let's go switch back over here towards that B bomb site player, and that's going to be Montgomery, who's here for 3D Max. They've got 3 guys pushing inside the site. He's utilizing his Platronics headphones, and he hears them pushing inside the site. Picks off 1, trying to make it 2. He's getting shut down there by flowsicK. As right now they're kind of going back and forth. Sunman missing with the deagle, trying to wrap back around through the site. He's going to get picked up. Headshot by steno there with that AWP. As now it's going to be left up to frozt here, down to a 1-on-3. As frozt misses his shot. Impsta helps out and finally comes back around. Impsta, he wanted that last kill. He took out his own teammate in the end. But now the score's 5-3, and if you don't think I was right about how big of a round that was and not getting to defuse, it's been a momentum shift ever since. Score was 5-0. Now we're sitting at 5-3, and they're just narrowing down that lead. They finally have an opportunity to buy guns these games. That's they're winning. And impsta connect through the wall, or through the door, through the smoke. And that just shows you that these guys are professional players. And that right there just showed that professional players make mistakes as he missed that open off shot. Comes back around, tries to go for a quick scope. They're going to chase down this last kill, finish off this round. As he drops into pit. And Sunman, nice little headshot there into TRULS for show. But now score 5-4. Still in favor of 3D Max, but Ultimax Gaming coming back into this one and starting to make a real impression here against this Counter-Strike Source team, because right now 3D Max leads this series 1-0 after they took Dust, the original.
Same thing. If you do get a pick, let's take over long.
Steno, you got bomb.
There, through the smoke. So he'll just go ahead and fall back now, and I think it's probably just a once-in-a-lifetime chance of what he made happen there, especially in the early stages of this beta. As right now we're back over now with Steel. Steel, he's pushing up. He looks like he's played a little bit aggressive here on this bomb carrier. Wraps around towards the other side of the door, completely blind. He's going to headshot one, as he's just going to carry that one over, taking down impsta, as now he just sprays away, unleashes the fury from that AK-47. Make that another kill coming in. 3 kills coming in for Steel. As now the bomb's going to be down over there towards the long A side. flowsicK going to get picked off there by frozt, as Sunman picks up the last kill. Now they finally come back, and now the score's going to be 6-4 here in favor of 3D Max. Well, if we want to talk about past trends between these types of games, 3D Max being a Counter-Strike source team, as well as Ultimax Gaming being a Counter-Strike 1.6 team, we can definitely talk about the fact that in the past with DE Dust 2, it's typically a very terror-sided map. Not extreme terror-sided map, but typically a terror-sided map. And so what 3D Max is doing right now here on this counter-terror side is proving that it's pretty effective. And so we look at it right now, watching behind impsta pushing up. He's got one underneath this underpass. Still checking all of his spots. Trying to make something happen. They've got 3 guys pushing up catwalk. They're going to be nice little flashbang coming in. Not going to be that effective. As we're just taking a look around through the sides, let's go and switch back over here to Sunman. Sunman was the one watching over towards that top A. Remember, Ultimax is pushing inside this bomb site right here, right where we're scoped in. Steno picking up one there into Steel. Steel was over there towards the long A. It's Sunman able to shut down TRULS there. As right now, remember, there was one that was pushing up over here earlier, so that's why Sunman's wrapping around. Sunman connects there into that one as well, as he's going to be pushing around, see if he can keep this one going. It's going to be down to a 2. He misses with that off shot, but he still can play aggressive, as he's taking no time. He knows that the bomb's just ticking away here inside of that A bomb site. Pushes in, and he's going to get shut down there by impsta in the latter part of the round. Now the score is going to be 6-5, a 1-round lead here in favor.
Save. Did we win the last time we pushed along? No, that guy. Okay.
Dominated us. You guys 0 frags.
I'll smoke mid. Do the same thing though. Smoke mid. Go all
They
5 long.
just have the
I got a
off
flash.
suit, dude.
I got a flash.
They like to take advantage of the levels, the way that the elevation is here on in Counter-Strike Source and in Global Offensive. They're trying to do the same, seeing if it's effective to work here in this game. And right there, you saw Deagle push up coming in there from 3D Max. They picked up 1 kill for the process. frozt with a nice shot. Steno getting shut down. And now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. There's not enough that can be said about the Deagle. Sunman, he's down to about 40% health. frozt, he's basically non-existent. He could trip over his own shoelace and be taken out at this point. But he does have an AK-47. So right now TRULS wrapping. He's got an AWP. He's going to go and push up here towards the window. He's struggling with some the movement mechanics. And flowsicK peeks out on the very weak counter-terrorist 3D Max. So they're going to get shut down there with that AK-47. As now the score is going to be 6-6. All tied up. At one point in this game, 3D Max had a 5-0 lead over this Counter-Strike 1.6 team, Ultimax Gaming, and they found a way to come back and make it a 6-6 game here. As right now, looking at it, we can look at the scoreboards. We've got Sunman, who's at 16-8, frozt at 6-7, TCK at 5-7, as well as Montgomery, and flowsicK sitting at 9-7, 10-9 for pauLy, 7-8. And right now we have a drop that happened. Still's not in the game, so they're having to play this round down a man as they're playing it 4-on-5. Monty taking a look there on top. Still pushing in there with that M4, just trying to get a pick, hopefully to get him to cross. Still hasn't connected with anything yet, but now he has to worry about the long A side. Ran out of bullets. His reload time was just not good enough, as now he's going to switch over to that AWP. As they're still pushing back over there towards that A bomb site. Bomb is yet to meet up with his teammates to get that bomb inside the A bomb site. They're going to go ahead and plant for that catwalk. Still struggling to get that bomb down. Again, the animation time that it takes to get the bomb actually planted is a little bit longer now. Or the animation seems longer. And frozt, a perfectly placed grenade, picks off one, and his teammate flowsicK is unscathed. And so they're still pushing here inside the site down to a 3-on-1. As, again, I'm going to go back to the fact they're playing a man down in this previous part of this round. And so there goes frozt. Frozt taking down flowsicK. It was down to a 2-on-1. But they still pick up the round in that 4v5 off the start. Still has come back and joined us. But so far, they've done such a great job here on the counter-terror side. They had some slip-ups after that one defuse round. But overall, it's kind of gone back and forth between these two. Now let's go and take a look, see if TRULS can make something happen with this op. He's just going to let that one go. That's just a nice little smoke up. And still connects with the HE grenade. Taking down steno. Steno's just not having a nice day. This is not a walk in the park for a classic Counter-Strike gamer. Still pauLy pushing TRULS, picking up one. frozt back around. Those frag grenades are just highly impressive. It's not that the HE grenades have been spot on, although most of them have. They've just been so effective. As you can see right there, pauLy getting picked off by TCK. It doesn't matter whether or not you have armor or anything like that. If you're taking notes or tips and tricks on how to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive right there, HE grenades are highly impactful. They make a great amount of damage, utilizing a splash damage. There goes TCK picking off TRULS at the end. And the deagle is extremely effective. Those are the two things that, if you want to take anything from this matchup between 3D Max and Ultimax Gaming, is those two tips that I can give you right there. As right now you've got 3D Max going with their typical setup. Actually, this go around looks like they've got three that are over there towards the long A. That's actually a typical default setup. They push up. Sunman now is going to watch it with his teammate. So they've got two pushed up, and then they're holding that area down. Still pushing up here towards the catwalk. Let's go ahead and switch back over here towards the counter side. You can see these three pushing inside the side. So back over here to Still. And Still's going to get taken down, so let's go ahead and switch back over to Sunman. And Sunman's back over here over by long ADD. He's going to be ineffective here in this part of the round. So back over here to TCK now. They fell back away, as it looks like TCK must have scared him away. And TRULS taking down frozt. They're still just holding it out. Let's go and switch back over here towards the terrorist side. Here with UMX. It looks like the bomb is moving in. Monty picking up that kill there with that AWP. They took a unique path going all the way here towards this bomb site. It's going to be down to a 1-on-2. flowsicK going up against Monty and TCK. Let's go and see. Nice shot by flowsicK, taking down the Opper. There goes Monty. Now it's going to be down to a 1-on-1, pushing through those double doors. Here comes through a puff of a smoke. See if he can come up with something big. TCK with the M4 headshot. And luckily enough, they've learned their lesson from that previous defuse game, and they pick up that defuse. First half score is going to be 9-6. They're in favor of 3D Max. So 9-6. 3D Max figured out a way to come back and pick up that round. And let's see what happens here in this second half. You can see TCK, they're just going to go ahead and spam away. And they did hit one. That was, let's go and take a look. That was flowsicK. flowsicK got hit on that crossover. And right now, back over here to impsta. impsta under some fire. So right now, we're going to go ahead and switch back over here towards the terrorist side. You can see one, that's going to be Steel. He's going up against impsta inside that side over there. So as we kind of rotate back around here, switching. It's going to find the bomb carrier. That's going to be TCK. There goes Still picking up the kill. Still pushing up there, taking all the time they can. As right now, that's going to be pauLy. pauLy inside of mid. pauLy's shooting away, trying to make something happen here on this counter-terror side here in the pistol round. He's got that deagle in hand, going back and forth. Nice little HE grenade connecting as we switch back over here to score is 7-9 as UMX picks up that pistol round. Kind of taking a look around here, see what's happening. You got Sunman who's over inside the tunnels. And right now, Still's hurting right now inside of lower B. As we go ahead and start to push out there. Runs through the bullet path and shuts down flowsicK. He was the one with the least amount of health and the most surprising in the end. So we switch over here to impsta. impsta with the UMP. Shuts down frozt. Coming back around. Let's see if he can continue with this UMP. As pauLy picks up one. Back over here with Still. They get that bomb down. It's going to be down to a 3-on. It's going to be a 3-on